If you've got something heavy, a dumbbell, that is helpful. We've got squats today, single leg deadlifts, push-ups, little tricep action. That's pretty much it. We have some clamshells, so if you want to add like a mini band loop, you can. And we'll go through it. So let's start with our warm-up. 10 glute bridges. We'll bring it down to the ground. Plant those heels right underneath the knees. And we're lifting lower 10 times. I guess I need some light in here, huh? It's kind of dark. There we go. All right, so 10 glute bridges. Take your time on the warm-up, especially early. It's amazing when I go do the toe touch squat and reach this time of day versus when I do a 5:30 p.m. class. Pretty amazing. Good. When you finish those 10, you'll flip over and do cat-cow. Rounding back, separating the shoulder blades, tucking that tailbone, and then pressing through, lifting up, lifting up. And this is 5. Good, and then T-splantation. 8 each side. We've got that hand behind the ear. We're going to take the elbow up to the ceiling. We're going to lower down. 8. Did I see that? 8 each side. And then we'll go to the other side. Good, and then bird dogs are next. This is 20 total. Hands right underneath those shoulders. We're going to reach that opposite arm, opposite leg out. Again, take these slow, so pause at the top for like a little 2 count, 1, 2, and bring it back down. Make sure that heel's not floating up above the hips. Okay, keep going there. I'm going to tie my shoes. So last week was 8s. Now we're going to bump our rep count up to 10. So if you think about what you did to challenge yourself during 8s, and try to hang on to it now for 2 extra reps. That's the goal today. All right, so when we finish those, we'll bring it up to standing. Do our shoulder rolls. We got 10 forward, 10 backward. And then we switch directions. And then toe touch squat and reach. So feet are going to be a little bit wider than the hips. Hinge forward, reach for the toes. Drop that tailbone down into your deep squat. 1 hand, 2 hands, and then drive the heels in. We got 5 of these. We should feel everything here. Hips, knees, glutes, hamstrings, back. And I got 1 more, and then gate openers. So we've got 10 each side on the gate openers. We will just lift the knee up, bring it out to the side, and then drop it down. And then you can alternate for your 20 total, or if you stick on one leg, do 10 and then switch. So first up, again, squats and push-ups. Just get them out of the way first. Good. And you can start to think about activating your core here as you pull your knee up. Good. Okay, so squats. 3 options for you. First up is going to be the bridge. So just like we did in that warm-up, we're going to plant the heels underneath the knees, drive the hips up, squeeze, pause, bring it down really slow. So that's going to be one option. Second option is going to be a body weight squat, feet hip distance, toes forward and parallel. We're going to drop the butt down, keep that chest up. Trying to get that hip crease a little bit lower than the knee crease. Drive the heels in and stand up. Strong glute squeeze at the top. Or you can grab that dumbbell and load it up here, goblet style, and we'll go for 10. All right, let's hit it. We're driving it down nice and low. Keep that chest up. Dig the heels in and stand all the way up. Take your time on these. Good. And again, this weight, if you have the option, should be a little bit, or no, I'm sorry, it should be the same as what you did on 8s. Hopefully that was a little bit heavier than what you did prior. Is that it? All right, Megan's done. Nice job, Terry. Okay, 10 push-ups. So I want you to think about making that triangle shape with your elbows. So elbows are going to be at about a 45-degree angle off the body. 2 options here. You can be up on your toes. Make sure you've got a line from your head to your heels and that your butt is down in line with the rest of you. Everything comes with you to the floor. Push that floor away and rotate the elbow crease forward. Other option is going to be down here on the knees. Lower down. Push up. All right, 10. When you're ready, just go ahead and start knocking them out. Oh my gosh, I did all the push-ups yesterday. This is hard. Good, looking good. Just check that you don't have your hips pushed back and are just taking only that upper half of your body with you. That's probably the most common thing I see on push-ups. Good. Whew. Take a break for a second, grab your drink, and then we're going to repeat that 2 more times. All right, here we go. Loading it up. Holding that dumbbell right underneath the head of the weight. We're pushing the hips back. Kind of tracking the knees out towards the pinky toes. Nice even count. Down, right back up. Make sure you're breathing. Good. 10 push-ups. All right. Knock them out. Whew. Take a little stretch if you need it. We gotta do that one more time and then we move on. I always love this 3rd round. Knowing that it's the last one feels good. Hopefully by now it's getting to be very tiring. That's a good thing too. All right, shake those legs out. Let's grab that weight again. Or again, if you're going down for bridges or that body weight squat. Here we go, we got 10. All right, halfway. It's always those reps that you don't want to do, the ones that feel the hardest. Those are the ones that get you to the next level. Good. 10 push-ups. Good. Give me a little pep talk here. You can do this whenever you're ready. Whew. Good job. Okay, take a little break. Your next superset, we've got single leg deadlifts and a skull crusher push-up. Press up, not push-up, press up. Okay, so single leg deadlift. First option, hip lift down on the ground. You've got one foot planted, other leg comes up to 90, creating that resistance between your hand and your knee. Lift and lower, squeeze that glute. Next is going to be a reach. So we're using body weight, standing on the one leg. Opposite hand is going to be the one that reaches out. So I'm standing on my left leg, I reach out with the right hand, and then pull back under. So we're thinking about soft bend in that standing leg, hips go back, hips come forward. Other option, you got a dumbbell in that hand that otherwise would be reaching. We're going to slide that dumbbell down the leg, pushing the hips back, and then squeeze forward. 10 reps each side. Let's go. Good. So this is one of those where you have to do that kind of like head to toe scan. Is the weight dragging my one shoulder forward, or are they level? You want them level. Is my core engaged? Am I pushing my hips back and bringing them forward in that hinge? Do I have that soft bend in my standing leg? Is my floating leg toe staying down towards the ground, and are both my hip bones facing the ground? Good. When you do 10 on one side, you'll switch and go to the other side. And take your time. You might have one side where balance is a little bit better than the other side. Looking really good. Ooh, keep working, you got it. Nice. Okay, I want to make sure you can see me on this one. So this is our skull crusher press up. You're going to grab your dumbbell on either side. You've got to make sure it's a weight that you can do a tricep extension with. We're going to grab the weight on either side, lay back, take the weight on either end. Elbows are right next to your torso. From here, we're going to press the weight straight up, and then we're going to bring the weight forehead, keeping those elbows squeezed in. We bring it back to the start position, lower the elbows. So we're going to do 12 of these. Again, we press, skull crusher, back up, and bring the elbows to the sides again, right? That's going to be one rep. Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and get started. So we press up, bring it down to the forehead. Don't actually crush your skull, please. Bring it down, press up. Okay, so we're just adding a little bit of an extra chest work, a little bit of extra tricep extension here as we press and lower. And your limiting weight is going to be that skull crusher, right? Because that's a little weaker muscle. Good. And the way to challenge this one is kind of like go somewhere in between, right? So normally you could skull crush this weight. I know I could chest press this weight. Where's something sort of in the middle? So I'm going to challenge myself on both ends of it. Keep those shoulders down away from the ears and the small of the back pulled down to the floor. I have no idea how many reps we're on. I'm so glad you guys don't rely on me to count. That would be a disaster. You're done. Okay. Let's go back to our single leg deadlifts. So grab a drink if you need it. It's too bad you're on mute too, because you can't tell me like, hey, we're done. Be down here all day doing those. All right. So 10 and 10 on each side for these single leg deadlifts. I'm getting my side that's not so good out of the way first this time. Again, check on that shoulder. Don't let it droop forward. Keep that weight really close to your body. Good. So strong core activation and keeping our eyes on one spot on the floor usually will help with balance too. Looking good. I hope you have a good playlist on. Good. And you're thinking about that glute, that hamstring working for you. All right. Good job. Good job. All right. So how'd that weight feel last time? If you need to make adjustments, you can. I'm going to wait for a second here, give Megan time to finish her reps. All right, so we're going 12 on these. Maybe I'll count this time. Grab that weight on either end, press it up, elbows stay pointing to the ceiling, squeeze the triceps, bring it down. It's nice when you hold the weight on either end for these skull crushers because it helps lock those elbows right where they should be. Nice and slow on the way towards your head. Good. I think I got one more. Woohoo! One more round like this. Make sure you're setting that weight down safely. And then come on back to your feet, grab a quick drink if you need to. And we'll go back to work. We got 10 and 10, last round. Make it your best. Again, mind on the muscles that are working. Almost there on this side. Whew. All right, knock out that last leg. I went running right before this, and there were so many animals out. I saw 2 raccoons, like 10 deer. There was one little Bambi deer, so cute. It actually felt good this morning as opposed to yesterday. Booty burning, yeah? Okay. 12 goal crusher press ups. So get load that weight up safely. I like to put it here on my hips first. Take it back. Elbows right next to the torso. We're gonna press it straight up. Weight toward the forehead and back down. There's one. Good job. Halfway. And you might be on a little different pace than me. That's all right. Check to make sure it's not your shoulder joint doing any rotating. It's all in the elbow. Yeah, nice job. Okay. Safely set that weight down. We got 2 new exercises for you. So we're going to do clamshells for 15. We can do this with a mini band style loop, or you can just do it body weight. The key on the clamshell is making sure you're not opening too wide and rocking back. We're going to go 15 each side. If you've got a mini band style loop, you can use it. We're going to put it just above the knees, so about 2 inches above the knee. We'll lay on our side. Check to make sure when you lay down on your side, like we're not going to do the glamour shots pose, right? So what I mean is we're going to bend the legs to 90, stack the feet, stack the knees, stack the hips, and then you can have like a couple towels here if you want to prop your head up, but don't do this guy, right? Because then we put our neck in a super funky position. So we're going to lay our head down. Keep the soles of your shoes glued together. Check to make sure you're not going to rock backward, and we're just going to lift and lower slow. We got 15 on each side. And whenever you're ready, you can get started. It is a really small range of motion. Biggest mistake I see on these is people wanting to get there. They're thinking the wider they open their legs, the better. But what you really want to make sure is that when you have your hand kind of back behind your tailbone, that's going to stay vertical right there. And so you're just using that outer glute muscle, almost kind of wraps around kind of underneath your butt to use to lift and lower. And of course, if you don't have a band, you could be doing these without it. You will still feel this one. In fact, I'm regretting my band resistance right about now. When you finish 15 on one side, you will flip over and do 15 on the other side. So again, setting it up, we've got our knees not quite to 90, but almost. Soles of the feet are staying glued together. Nice comfortable position for the head. We're going to lift and lower. Oh, this side's even harder. I'm going to remember that, so next time I do this, I'm going to switch sides and do the other one first. So I started with my right leg lifting, now I'm on my left. I'm going to start next time with my left leg lifting. Just so they both get an equal chance to feel what it's like to be on the second side, and then that third round through, you can just pick whichever one. Oh, I think I'm moving my leg like 2 centimeters, but it's okay because I'm feeling it. Ooh. Oh my goodness. All right, 15. Our next exercise is going to be a reverse grip rear fly. So light weight for this one. So even if you don't have a great selection of weights, you can still use something like a soup can or filled up water bottle. But we're going to go into a split stance. I want you to grab that light weight. So what we're going to do is I'm working my right side right now. I'm going to bring my left leg forward, take support on that left leg. I want to have a long line from my head to my heels, and then we're going to keep our palm facing back. I think that's right. Yeah. Palm facing the knee, and we're gonna lift the weight up and bring it down slow. So we're just flying it out, working a little small muscle back there behind our shoulder. And this one is gonna be 10 each side. Good, you both look great. Try to keep that weight going vertical. What's the right word? Not backwards, we're taking it straight out to the side. And then especially on the way down, that's the hardest part, go slow. Once you finish 10 on one side, we'll go to the other side. And I just wanted to show this other option. So if that split stance position doesn't feel okay for your back, you can bring it down here to all fours. Same deal, we're just opening out and bringing it back. Whew, good. Maybe I'll have you guys do that the other way next time. Okay, anyways, we're gonna go back once you finish 10 and 10. We will go back to our clamshell. Actually, I'm gonna lighten up my resistance a little bit here from a fan choice. Let's see. And so again, I'm gonna start on the opposite side. Once your band's in position, we're going about 2 inches above the knee. We're gonna stack those knees, stack the feet, and lift them up. This might be too loose. The Goldilocks. Where's the just right one? All right, double check, make sure those hips are stacked, they're not rocking backwards. Same thing on this, coming down slow when you bring your legs closer together. That's going to give you that eccentric part of motion. Emphasizing that is really going to help build strength. It's easy to let gravity just let your leg flop backwards, but when you resist that a little bit, you're going to get a lot of benefit. Once you finish 15 on one side, flip and go to the other side. Go to your happy place. Okay, so I'm going to change you up for this fly. I'm going to have you flip your palm because I think we just did a regular fly the first time, which is not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that. But so just in getting my early brain, let's turn it so thumb is going up towards the ceiling. Palm is going to be out here. Hopefully you can see that. So we're in that split stance position. Lock that shoulder back and down, up, and bring it back. Just a little bit of a different feeling to it. And go 10 and 10 on either side. Sorry about that. Good. And then if you can, pause up at the top for a second. And bring it down really slow. Okay, yeah, you both got it. Does that feel different? A little bit different. Finish 10 on one side, shake it out, take a pause if you need to, and then we switch the legs to the other side, split stance. When I'm working left side, arm your leg forward. And remember, if this positioning hurts your lower back for any reason, you can just take it to the floor, all fours. Thumbs up, dude. Good, good, good. All right, so this is round 2. We got one more to go. On the legs, you can pick whichever side you want to go first. And we got 15. And then our last superset, which has some fun cardio in it. So yay! Oh man, my band just rolled. Actually, rolling band generally is a sign it's probably a little bit too late. And this one has a tiny little tear. How sad. Okay, stack your knees, stack your feet. Again, comfortable position for that head so that your head is in line with the rest of you. And we're gonna lift and lower. Lower slow. If you ever are working with your bands and they do have any little nicks or tears in them, if they're this thinner mini band style, I highly recommend just tossing them. It makes me very sad, and I don't want to have to order more or buy more, right? But especially if you're using it on your upper body, once it has one of those little tears in it, it's not that safe. All right, 15, and then we finish the other side, last 15. These are so good for you. Hopefully you get to those last 5, and then you can really feel it. Whew. Okay. And then depending on how you're feeling about this fly, assess that weight selection. So is it heavy enough, or do you feel like you're not getting enough out of it that you need to dial back the weight? All right. Split stance, thumb up. Shoulders back and down, really pull that core in, and we're going to take it out to the side and bring it straight back. Almost lined up with that front knee. And then when we're finished that side, we'll switch to the other side. Shoulders back and down, strong core once again. A long line from the top of your head down to your tailbone, and then it extends down that back leg. Most of the weight's going to be in the front leg here. Good. Woohoo. All right, so next up, we're going to do a half kneel anti-rotation hold. It's going to be 20 seconds, and then we got mountain climbers and skaters, 30 and 30. So for the anti-rotation hold, you're going to want to grab a dumbbell or some object. We can use a band for this one too, and I'll show you that. We're going to get into a half kneel position. So one knee is forward at 90 degrees. The other leg is back, so we've got the knee right under the hip, and that back toe is tucked under. We're going to hold the dumbbell here, shoulders back and down, tuck your tailbone, pull your belly button in, and from there you're extending that dumbbell straight out, and we're going to hold like this for 20 seconds, right? So it's a stabilization exercise. We're not letting that dumbbell go anywhere. If you are using a band for it, you're going to put your band around that front leg, and same deal. So we're going to kind of pull it out here, wrap the other hand around it, shoulders back and down, push out just a little bit so you're getting some resistance there, and we're going to hold it steady, everything locked in, okay? 20 seconds. Okay, let's get it started. We're going to do 20 each side, okay? 1, 2, 3, go. Back and down, strong core. Curl that back toe. Tuck the tailbone. Think about like if you could smush the carpet or whatever you have, final 5, between your heel and your knee. You're tucking that in. Good, rest. Rest on that side. Let's switch sides. Okay, loading it up again. Curl that toe under, smush everything together, pull your tailbone under in 3, 2, and 1. Shoulders back and down, press out. Hold, hold, hold. So if you've ever done these in the studio, right, you know we're usually holding a cable right here, and the cable's trying to pull us one direction, and we're fighting that. This time we're just using that core strength to hold the weight here. Final 3, 2, and 1. Good. Okay, so then make sure your space is clear. We're going to do mountain climbers and skaters, 30 seconds of each. For the mountain climbers, I want you to plant your hands right underneath your shoulders. We're going to get into that high plank position. You're going to draw your knee in, tap the toe, put it back, draw the knee in, tap the toe. Right, so your pace doesn't need to be crazy on these. It's a little bit different, like Running Man's going to be boom, 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 boom. But this is really more, again, about stabilization and that strong plank position. Okay, so we got 30 seconds of these in 3, 2, and 1. Let's go. Good. We want the butt down in line with the rest of us, not way up in the air. Hands are directly under the shoulders. Eyes just out in front of the fingertips. And we're just making sure our butt isn't bouncing up and down. We got 10 seconds left. That's what I see a lot, especially on a Running Man. People go fast, but they're not in control of it. You got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Okay, and then coming to your feet, we want to make sure our space is clear. You're not going to trip or step on a weight or a band or anything. And we're going to do skaters. These can be high or low impact. We're going to go lateral. So we're going to take one foot out to the side, bring the other knee in to match that knee. You are not scooping back and behind because we don't want the hips to twist. We got to keep those hips straight and forward. If you need to take the impact out, you're going to step big and drive that knee up. All right, let's go. 30 seconds starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Good. And once you're here kind of in it, you can challenge it. Could you go farther across the room? Or maybe go a little bit faster. You're just over halfway. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. Okay. Grab a quick drink. We're going to go back to the top of that. We have our half knee hold first. All right, so check on that weight level or that band resistance level. If it didn't feel like much of a challenge last time, it means you can probably go a little bit heavier. All right, load it up here. Curl that toe, tuck everything nice and tight. We're gonna work in 3, 2, and 1. Go. 20 seconds. Breathe. Push the floor together between your knee and your heel. Halfway. Shoulders are down, soft bend in those elbows. You got 3, 2, 1, and rest. Good. All right, let's switch sides. Load it up. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Take it out in front, shoulders down. Strong core. Breathe. Belly button away from the waistband of your pants. Everything is tight. Squeeze your glutes. Final 5, 3, 2, 1, and rest. Mountain climbers, we'll just set that weight out of the way and get right into it. Hands under the shoulders. We're going for 30 in 3, 2, and 1. You can speed this up a little bit if you feel like you have really good control. You're looking for a little bit more of a challenge. But again, we don't want to get any bounce going on. We got 5 seconds left. 3, 2, 1, and rest. Skaters, make your way to your feet. Check your space, make sure it's clear. All right, 30 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. Power it laterally. Boom, boom, boom. Doing good. Okay, halfway, 15 seconds. Super strong, keep going. You got 3, 2, 1, and rest. One more time, and then we stretch it out. Half kneel hold. All right, let's safely load up that weight. Here we go. 3, 2, and 1. 20 seconds. Make this one as good as the first one was. Breathe. Squeezing the glutes, push the floor together, tuck the tailbone. We got 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Good, switch sides. All right, let's pick it up. 3, 2, and 1. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Almost there. We got 4, 3, 2, and rest. Okay, mountain climbers. Almost there. Hands under the shoulders. Let's work in 3, 2, and 1. Go. So another option for these is to elevate yourself a little bit. You can take it up to a stair step or a little bench, ottoman, coffee table. Halfway. Good, keeping that lower back steady and flat. We got 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1, and rest. All right, here we go. Grand finale, final 30 seconds. Making your way to your feet. We got speed skaters. Let's work. 3, 2, 1, go. Ah, such a good day. Way to get up, way to get it started on a Monday, early, knocking it out. 15 to go. I hope this sets the tone for just positive stuff all day long for you. We got 5, 4, 3, 2, and rest. Well done. Big deep breath in. Since we are a little bit breathless here and the heart rate's a little bit high, I'm going to have you stay standing for a couple of our first stretches. So let's open up the chest. We're going to interlace the fingers behind the back, press the knuckles down, and lift. Catch your breath, let that heart rate drop a little bit. Let's take one arm across the body, a little hug there, either just above or below the elbow. Drop your shoulder away from your ear. Good job, let's switch sides. Good, and then we'll crisscross the palms. Tuck the chin, put gentle pressure between the palms to stretch out that upper back, shoulders again down away from the ears. The other one that feels kind of good is if you interlace your fingers and kind of hug, like you're hugging a tree. That feels pretty good too, to just kind of stretch between those shoulder blades. I was going through a bunch of old stuff this weekend, and I found a super ancient Pilates video, and it has a little Pilates ball with it. I can't wait to watch this. It's going to be good. All right, let's bring it down to the ground. We're going to go for that figure 4. So you can roll back on this one, cross your right over left, and thread the needle for that hamstring. You're going to pull your leg in towards you, let that knee fall out to the side. It might have some good stuff on there. I just laughed when I saw it because I know it's from like probably 2000 maybe. It's 20 years old. Rad cassette tapes that I have nothing to play on, so I'm kind of sad because I just have to throw them away. Let's switch sides. I feel like a cassette tape is not as enduring as vinyl. Because we have a record player, we have some records. My kid has some records. But no cassette player. I found an old answering machine too. I had to explain to my kid what an answering machine is. It had the original outgoing message too. It's me and my law school roommate. Hi, this is Megan and Beth. We're not home. So weird to think about. All right, let's roll up. We're gonna extend one leg. Other leg was just outside. We're gonna take that elbow and hook it around and do that nice little twist. Look over that shoulder. And then let's switch sides on that one. Sit up nice and tall as you inhale, exhale a little deeper so you can twist. Good, and then last thing, untwist that, toes up towards the ceiling, sit up tall, keep your back flat, and just kind of lean forward so that you feel a nice little stretch in the hamstrings down the back of the legs. Good, let that go, you're done. Awesome job.